Good day everyone, I am Mariela Kyle Torres, and for this video, I am going to talk about what are my expectations for this course, which is Research in Teaching 1. Next is I am going also to talk about what are the necessary skills that I needed to cope up with this course, and also my observed difficulties from the previous semester. I am also going to talk about how am I going to cope up with those difficulties, especially with this flexible learning modality. And lastly, how can I guarantee my success in undertakings of this course? Stay tuned, guys! First question is, what are my expectations for this course, which is the Research in Teaching 1? I'm expecting that throughout this course, we will be learning on how to create our own research or thesis. And why are we doing it? So research is considered to be systematic because it follows a specific procedures we need to study and carefully follow. We will learn to construct or conceptualize to identify our own questions or problems in a particular issue and seek practical solutions. In order for us to seek practical solutions, we have to collect and analyze data or information that we need to make sure the reliability and validity of it by interpreting and examining it. Then, analyzing the research, whether it is effective or not, by implementing or conducting the research. I am also expecting that it will equip us with enough knowledge and skills in developing research that come to understand the culture of the learning environment. The second one is, what are those necessary skills needed to cope up with this course? Research is a challenging course, and we all know that. And it also brings expertise to everyone engaging with it. In order to become an effective researcher, one must be observant and refine research queries to identify problems and issues that is related with your subject matter or major. So, one must also have the ability to gather and search data or information systematically. This means, in gathering data, we have to pursue by going beyond the surface in order to gain broad perspective and information from other related research also. One must also know how to check the reliability, accuracy, validity, and appropriateness of the sources because not all information in the internet is true. It is also important to note that we must know how to respect property rights or ownerships of other researches that we include in our paper in order to avoid piracy and plagiarizing other people's work. So cognitive and problem-solving skills must also be considered because it allows the ability to analyze the information, create hypotheses, implement the research by conducting and developing a survey to support the research, and effectively form solutions. Also, time management must also be practiced because it sets goals by planning, organizing, and prioritizing tasks to avoid cramping and meet the expected deadline. So the third one is, what are my observed difficulties from the previous semester? The difficulties I have encountered was meeting the scheduled deadline with our following tasks and requirements. It is quite challenging for me because aside from technical issues in attending classes or lectures, it is not that clear for us. Sometimes complex tasks need to be reviewed by self-studying and require effectively by analyzing in order to understand and answer it correctly, especially to those subjects that requires problem solving and analysis. So the fourth one is, how am I going to cope up with those difficulties to adjust to the flexible learning modality of this course? To cope up with those difficulties, all I have to do is proactively ask my professor any questions or clarifications with the topic we are currently taking up. So if there are any complicated tasks, I will try to clarify it by asking my professor or classmates via the internet or messenger. I will also be more conscious with my time management to figure out the tasks I must do that will not affect my responsibilities at home. This will also give me enough time in answering and evaluating the task properly to still learn and gain enough knowledge about the course subject. The last question is, what can I do to guarantee my success in all undertakings for this course? So despite the undergoing problems and difficulties with flexible learning, I will just do my best to continue to strive harder to guarantee my success at the end of the day. I will do my best and actively carry out plans in order to address my difficulties and continuously embrace these actions and challenges that I know will help me become a good and reflective individual to this society. The flexible allow us to process a knowledge building because it inspires personal growth by self-studying, creating and answering tasks on our own, and also develop expertise in empowering ourselves to explore new challenges and use it in our advantage. Such as research that is necessary to our society because it professionally builds solutions and shape the minds of the people outside the school, we as learners must also reflect, consider, and adjust actions to best meet success in life. So that would be all for my video presentations. Thank you very much for listening.